Good evening and welcome to tonight's matchup against Good evening and welcome to tonight's matchup, the Barrington Broncos versus Conant Cougars. Tonight, myself, Jason Zahler, I'm joined with Jonah Burks and Ryan Stadler up here in the visitor stands. We're so thankful to have you tonight. Don't know why we got white boxes around our heads, but thanks for joining us, and can't wait to get this game started. Highly anticipated matchup between two very good teams, and I mean, we're super excited for both of these guys. Barrington coming into tonight, standing at 5-1. Currently doing great this year, as well as Conant, currently the MSL conference favorite. Got to ask, Jonah, what are your thoughts on tonight, and who do you think's coming away with this win?
Well, I definitely think Barrington being at home has a huge advantage. Been very strong at home, but Conant, they fight hard. So I think we're in for a pretty good bout tonight.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ryan, what are your thoughts on tonight, and who do you think's coming away with the W?
Well, I think here, this is a big matchup, obviously. Conant coming into this game 3-3, but the record doesn't show just how good they are. They've got a great duo here of Yusuf Cisse and Cameron Lathos, two seniors that are big impact players. Cameron Lathos is 6'6", power forward and center. Yusuf Cisse is 6'2", point guard. Both great players, and they should have a big impact on this game tonight. Jonah, what do you think?
Man, I agree with everything you said. Definitely. Conant has some threats. Definitely Bradley Dietke. Watch out for him. Could change the game for sure. But I think Barrington also has some game changers, including the man at the tip, Oliver Gray.
100% this tip-off. Start the game.
Dietke wins the tip.
This is a quick offense from the Cougars. If you were joining us from the girls' basketball game, saw a nail-biter coming down to the wire with the Phillies coming away with the W. Definitely a pass-heavy offense from both teams in that game. We'll see if anything can get started quickly for the Cougars. So far, very similar strategy of passing around, eating time away from the clock. Shot goes up, will not go. Very short. Taken away by Alex Schmitz to Nick Piper. It'll be Broncos' first possession. Gentlemen, what are we excited for tonight?
I'm very excited to see, again, Oliver Gray. That's every night. But I definitely want to see how Alex Schmitz and the supporting cast plays, especially Nick Piper, see if they can stay out of foul trouble and really ball tonight.
100%. Ryan, what are your thoughts on tonight? Who's your big players? As Gabe Deacon goes up with the three.
He scored as much as on his jersey. That's 3 for Gabe to open up the scoring tonight.
Normally a player heavily around the defense and with the assists. Opens up tonight big with that 3. Perfect shot. What a way to start off this game for Barrington, who are not favorites in this game, believe it or not, despite what the records of these teams may tell you. Cisse will go up for that and come down with a 2.
That one rolled around for Yusuf Cisse. Touched every part of the rim there, but it's true.
Quick response.
Schmitz couldn't corral the pass there. He's up Conant ball.
Currently, I mean, this Conant offense came out striking with that second possession. Let's see how they get this one started. Similar to the girls, pass heavy, going around the world. Looking for open shots, not easy shots. Cisse will go up for that. I'll come down with it. Gabe will come down with it. To Nick Piper, who will drive to the basket. Get that in for 2.
That's too much speed there.
Nick Piper, that's just how he does it. He plays hard. He drives to the basket. He gets the ball in the net. And that's 2 for Barrington right there.
Perfectly done. Perfectly said, Ryan. Coming from football, and that 3 will not go. Tipped out of bounds, thrown back inbounds.
I'll add that play by Piper, definitely reminiscent of a QB option there. put it in the belly of the running back, pull it out, and speed.
How good was he at that during the football season, the QB option? I mean, that Hoffman Estates game, perfect example of that.
I mean, he's just an all-around athlete. He's strong, he's fast, he hustles for balls. You'll see tonight his defense is going to play a big part as he's on Bradley Bietke, the star junior for Conant here.
Alec will let that by. Not easy, though. Alec will come down with the rebound.
Loaded by Lathos, misses.
Oliver Gray, the stud sophomore of this team. Go up for the easy two. Will go in. Oliver's first points of the game.
Man, he's got a great touch. He's able to drive to the basket. He can break you down with an ISO. He can shoot the three. He can really do it all. That's a good start here for Barrington. They're up 7-2.
Conant feels the heat. They need to write some stuff up.
And I think this is a good time to look at Jonah's keys to the game. Let's go over them real quick, Jonah.
So the first key here, you can see they're playing it to a T. Get out pass, 7-2 lead. Get in the basket in there. And you see we're playing very aggressive. And what you saw there is my third key. Let Oliver cook. You saw Oliver put a little bit of English, manipulate that ball, some spin around there to make the contested layup. And then my other thing is keep the guards out of foul trouble. As Sadler mentioned, Nick Piper, very good athlete, plays up in their face. But the thing is what he's going to have to do is stay out of foul trouble, Don't get all the way up there because we're going to need you late in the game, especially with that tough defense. Same goes for Baird and Gabe as well.
100%. Couldn't agree more. Ryan, what are your thoughts?
Well, again here, just to build off of what Jonas said with the foul trouble, Nick, a great athlete, but these guards for Conant are very shifty. UCC especially. He's already penetrated a few times, missing some shots. But if you let your man get around you, you can't be grabbing. You've got to go straight up, hands straight up. You cannot foul. Foul trouble is what's going to kill this team tonight. They need to keep this pace, keep this tempo going, and it'll be smooth sailing from here on out.
And a very quick start for these Broncos compared to the last couple games. The defense heavy first half, coming in clutch in the second. Some great scores from Oliver, Nick, and Alec, the three top scorers of this team. The Cougars' possession. We'll see what they do here. Passing around, looking for anything. Youssef see nothing. Now nearly be passed out of bounds. Looking for number 24, Bradley Bietke. Another big man. Will not take the three, number 10, Trey Stellari. Back out to 14, Camden Lathos. Can't find anything. Can't roll off of Alex Schmitz. And that will not go. What do you guys think of this Barrington defense so far?
Well, I think it's been pretty good so far. The guys have penetrated into the lanes here, but it's been good defense, keeping those hands straight up, not fouling, being smart, grabbing boards, and getting out quick in transition. Like Jonah mentioned with his keys, getting out in transition, that's what breaks teams down. It makes them run. You score on them. You get them tired, and that's how you win games.
100%. Jonah, your take on that?
I agree with what Sadler said. Again, playing really good defense, but the key is that we only have one foul over halfway through this first quarter. That's really what's going to cause them to really grow very discomforted on that Conant bench.
Back out to Youssef. Go for the three. Number 2, Jacob Cooling will not go. Rebounded by Alec. Up to Gabe. Alec calling for it. Nick searching for his target, possibly. Will get stolen by the Cougars.
Let's go hustle by Gabe.
Fast
break.
He
won't get it. The Cougars missed opportunity. Nick, fast break. Oh, no.
Pretty move, no finish.
It's unlucky at both ends.
Shot will go up to 3. Drain. Bradley Bietke. His first points of the game.
Bietke will do that to you. In transition, very quick. Shushes the Barrington crowd.
Yes.
Nick Piper looking for anything. Driving to the basket. That'll fall in for 2.
That's an
offensive player, man. Go on, please. Cougars looking to respond. Trailing by 4 to the Broncos. Camden Lathos up, and he'll get the 3.
Starting to heat up from outside. That's Camden Lathos. Him and Bietke starting to hit from beyond the arc.
There you go. That was the guy, Camden Lathos. That's their big guy. That's their star this year. 6'6", power forward.
Oliver Gray
He's been a varsity
pushed out of
player for
bounds.
3 years now. He knows how to lead a team. He's able to score anywhere on the floor, hit tough shots. He's the guy that Barrington needs to lock down tonight if they want a chance of winning this game.
Gabe Gakin will exit for Ian T-Paz. Oliver with the inbound. See where he goes. Got some size out right now. Out to T-Paz. Another football player coming in after the stellar run by the football team. To Adam Baird. He'll drive to the basket. Won't find it. He'll go in for two.
There it is.
Some pretty manipulation there.
Well, that's Adam Baird. He knows how to drive. All these guys, really strong players, able to get down to the rim. That's just a good finish by Adam.
Ooh. Yankee finds the bottom of the net again. He hits again from three.
And we're tied at 11 with a minute 50 remaining. Piper up, will not go. Rebounded. Barbidke. Yusuf Sisi looking for anything. Anybody. On Adam Baird on him. Will drive to the basket. He'll bring that down. Cougars take the lead. The first lead of the game.
Some airport security going to his left there. Too easy.
Well, Barrington needs to tighten up on defense here. This is a good run that Conant's been going on. This gets the momentum. The student section is getting into it. Barrington needs to get a score here and stop him on defense.
Adam looking for that. And
There's the
he'll
score.
go. We're back tied.
A little bit of a frantic pace here between the two teams. Seems like they just can't miss.
What a start to this game. Explosive, to say the least. So
Cease. Bottom.
less than a minute remaining. Clock ticking down. Cougars lead by 2, 15-13. Broncos trailing. And a Bear drive to the basket yet again. Another foul called. That'll be Bronco ball. Oliver Gray on the inbound. Three replenished Cougar players will enter the game. Another thing that I want to bring up is the lack of use of bench by Coach Tucker. I mean, recently hit 500 wins, but so far this season, we haven't seen a lot of the bench players come out. I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on that?
Yeah, definitely not. I think we've, again, seen that Coach Tucker really trusts in his three biggest shooters there. Alex Schmitz shot rims out, trusting in Nick Piper, Oliver Gray, and Alex Schmitz definitely. You really only see T-Pass come off for a little bit of bench support. Definitely using that starting five.
I mean, you have great seniors such as Connor Baird, Owen Hart, Tyler Schultz on the bench right now. Ricky Choice, another one. Youssef, go
Cease
up.
is on a heater. My, oh, my.
8 points so far this quarter. Piper to Alec. Schmitz, no. That'll finish out the first quarter. What a start. 13-17. My, oh, my.
Conant out of a cannon in that, going into the end of that first quarter,
Man,
especially the back half.
They just went on a nice run there. You know, Barrington, their defense hasn't been bad, but it's just used to Cisse breaking down their man. You know, they're getting good passes, good pick and rolls. They're hitting their shots. Barrington just needs to go down. They need to keep playing their style of basketball. There's no reason to panic here. You're down 4 points, 1 quarter into the game. You've got plenty of time left. Just keep with your game plan and things will go well.
100%. 100%. I mean, 30 points so far after 1 quarter. This is going to be a high-scoring game. I mean, both of these teams extremely good at basketball, obviously. And once again, we'd like to bring up the Cougars. They're sitting at 3-3, but they're still favored in this game. How is that? Why is that?
You know, Conant they've played some tough teams. You know, they've had wins against Dunbar, Peyton College Prep, and Frem this year. All some good wins, but again, they've played some good teams as well, losing to Wheaton North, Glenbrook North, and Naperville North. So the record doesn't really show just how good of a team they are, but they're showing right now that they're a team to be reckoned with.
100%. Couldn't agree more. We'll head back to the court. Once again, 8 minutes till halftime. 30 points total so far. Anybody's game at this moment. Both hot starts. Surprising start for the Broncos, who, I mean, at their last home game against second to last home game against Palatine, they were struggling in the first half, putting up points. Another game that we live streamed. It'll be interesting to see what goes on after this.
I'll tell you this, Jason. For a 3-3 team, Conant is definitely playing not like that. They're playing like they've been battle tested, like Sadler said. Some very tough opponents, and you can see some of the shots they're knocking down this first quarter. Tough, extremely contested. I'll tell you, they know how to ball.
100%. Adam Baird past Alex Schmitz will be stolen. Cougars ball.
Pickpocket from between the legs of Schmitz.
Camden Lathos on that.
There we go. Keep an eye on Yusuf Cisse right there. He's just breaking out his man. Piper, arguably the best defender on him. He's got a tough job tonight.
Or anything. Back out to Cease. Big man, 44, will not go. That's Isaiah Rhodes, a senior from Conant. Yusuf, once again, guarded by Broncos' best defender, Nick Piper. Be an interesting matchup to see on this. Once again, Rhodes will go up with nothing. Trundling back down the court, Broncos. Back out to Oliver Gray. Said, small contribution to this team so far this game. Of course, throughout the season, averaging 17 points per game. Piper will get it off to T-Paz, back out to Baird. Back to Oliver Gray, will not go for the three. And that'll be over the head of Ian T-Paz. It'll be Cougars ball.
Yeah, just going high with that pass right there. It's unlucky, you know. You had a good offensive possession. Just a bad pass like that, and it's over.
And the student section for Conant's eating it up.
No case of the yips, though. I mean, these Broncos, they get right back. They get back set. And they're ready. This offensive onslaught, wide open shots, will not be taken by the Cougars. Instead, driving for the bucket, will not get it. Rebounded by Nick Piper. Back out to Oliver Gray. We'll go for the shot, the three. Good!
In transition. Count it.
1, 2, and 3 for Oliver Gray, the sophomore. Man, he is a talent.
I tell you, in transition, he's a different monster. Yedke tried to respond. There's a foul.
Foul on the Cougars. That'll be Barrington ball. I think we got to go on about Oliver Gray. I mean, standout sophomore so far this year, having a great year. Broke out last year as a freshman. I mean, you guys got the stat sheet. Tell me more about Oliver Gray.
Well, Oliver, you know, he's just a great player. Last year, freshman on varsity. Doesn't happen very often at Barrington, especially in their basketball program. Coach Tucker, not the type of guy to call freshmen if they're not the real deal. Oliver, earlier this season, scoring 32 in a huge monster performance against Hononegah back in November. He's a highly touted sophomore. He's just a super athletic player. Just overall a great guy, you know. He's currently ranked 7 in Illinois in the class of 2026 by Illinois Hoop Prospects, as well as being named to the Sophomores Effort Breakout Season list by Illinois Hoop Prospects.
Breakout season, I mean, come on. He already had one last year. I guess you could say this is another one. It'll be Oliver. Will not go for that rebound.
That was a tough attempt there, but I wouldn't be surprised if that one dropped. So just goes to tell you how good Oliver Gray can be. Cease. Can't
off
get
the
it
rim.
Man, he's just such a smooth dribbler. I mean, really, you see Nick Piper, the best defender on the court.
Baird behind the back.
Oh, swatted away.
And now Biedke's on the rush.
Oh, my
Biedke slams it down.
Oh, my God.
My goodness.
Oh, my God.
Biedke just did that.
Oh, my God.
Oh, me, oh, my.
I'm not even a Conant fan, but that was remarkable.
If you don't like that, you do not like MSL basketball. Oliver Gray's shot is tipped and blocked. Running with momentum.
Mid-range will not go.
The shot does not fall.
That was number 14, Camden Lathos. Will not get that. And Conant ball. Be a timeout. Substitution, I apologize.
I'll tell you, Jason, I'm still recovering from that dunk. In transition, you want to talk about coming out the gate. If only we had instant replay. Definitely for the Broncos, you got to slow it down. I think right now Conant's playing at a fever pitch right now. And let me slow down the possessions and then, of course, hit the shots.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with Jonah here. Dunks are not the most common in high school ball, much less a poster. That was just an extremely athletic play by Bradley Bietke, star junior for Conant.
Isaiah Rhodes back in. Big man center.
Foul there on Adam Baird. You got to keep the guards out of foul trouble. That's one on his docket.
That's true. There's a point. Oh, they called an offensive foul. Called
that on
offensive
Conant.
foul number 5. That's
Apologies.
Nathan Hahn, junior.
Cougars only up by 3. Quick 3 knockdown. Get this. T-Paz out to Gabe. Oliver Gray looking for something, anything. Back out to Piper. Nearly dabbles it.
That's Pipe.
Will not go. Rebounded by the Cougars.
It's just unlucky. The shots just aren't falling for Barrington right now. They've had good offensive possessions. They've run their offense well. The shots just aren't going down.
I'll tell you, the shot selection for Barrington has been tough this quarter.
That
Extremely
is
tough.
true.
Cougars looking to make another stand as 3 minutes and 30 seconds remain in this half. A little bit slower so far this quarter. After an explosive start, 30 points in the first quarter. What's changed?
Well, I think right now teams are getting pretty excited. You know, the momentum has shifted a lot just in this quarter as the ball's thrown away. Momentum has shifted a lot, and that can cause teams to get kind of jittery, get really excited, you know, not run their offense correctly, make errant passes, miss shots that are typically easy shots. And usually when that happens, you want to sit down, you want to slow down, whether that's Coach Tucker or Conant here. You want to call a timeout, settle your team now, tell them it's okay, we got this. Play your offense, play your game, and the scores will come. You just have to be patient.
Couldn't agree more. Jonah, any thoughts on that?
I think personally that even in the first quarter, there was a ton of tough shots being made. And what I'm seeing is almost a regression to the mean here. Conant, you know, the tough shots just aren't as falling as much. All they got was a dunk in transition. That's all they have this quarter. And same thing for Barrington. The tough shots they were hitting in the quarter before, they just aren't falling as they would. I feel like it's almost evening out here. This is kind of why we've seen a little bit less scoring in this quarter.
That's true. I mean, tough shots, you know, they're good. They're highlight reel shots, but they're not sustainable, you know. Sustainable shots, sustainable offense is what wins you games. So, yes, shots like those are good, but you're not going to win a game relying on tough shots like that, hitting one in a defender's face.
Cougars ball after the ball is tipped out of the hands of Alex Schmitz. Gabe Gakin, he'll steal that. Be back up the court to Oliver Gray. Will not go for the 3. So waiting for somebody to get open. Back out to T-Paz. Looking for anything. Adam Baird. Game manager. Back out. Gabe up. Good!
Hey!
Big 3. His second 3 of the night. His second set of points. Gabe Gakin.
That's 1, 2, 3 right there. Money in the bank.
His shots come just as many points as he has on his jersey. Again, that's 3 for Gabe Geiken. Count him.
Count him.
They don't call
We're
him Gabe the
currently
Great
tied.
for nothing.
Tied at 19. 2 minutes remaining. We have foul. Hold on, the Broncos. Called on Alec.
Alec got his hands caught in the cookie jar, you might say there.
Lathos will sink that one. Piper will sink in. Piper will come in for Alex Schmitz. Cougars lead 20-19. Back and forth so far this first half. No sink goes. Let's see. Cougars up 21-19. Broncos ball. See how they respond. Pass out to T-Paz. Looking for anybody, anything. Juggled. Piper back out to T-Paz from under the basket.
Into
Baird.
Passing.
Baird!
Ring around the rosy, just going to everybody there. Everyone's touching the ball. That's great offense right there. Great finish by Adam Baird.
We're
Chemistry.
tied. Back tied with 1:30. Go on, guys. I'm sorry.
I was just raving about the chemistry on that play. I mean, I think that was 2014 Spurs ball movement there. Just boom, boom, boom.
That's an air ball from Lathos. That's just unlike him.
Ooh, slip by Nick.
And you mop up that spot on the floor.
He had some
Baird
issues
in
with water on the court in our first game of the season. Hopefully not the case tonight. It'll be Barrington's ball after the Conant foul. Nick Piper for the free throw.
We're going to check in next for the Broncos. Connor Baird, number 33, the senior.
Using the bench.
There's Bieke coming back in, the man with the electric poster earlier.
Nick looking to sink this one. 1:11 left in the half. Conant's student section seemingly getting to him. They're loud. Might be louder than Barrington. Just slightly, though.
Definitely tell you they do get up to a high pitch. That's for sure.
Conant looking for anything. Pass around the block, something we saw in the girls' game. High arcing pass. Hot potato.
Jeez.
40 seconds left. Three will not go. Rebounded by Oliver Gray. They need to get down here quick to take the lead before half. And Baird looking for an out to Oliver Gray. Oliver Gray out to Connor Baird. His first minutes with the ball. Coach Tucker using his bench now. A little bit more than he has. Nearly stolen. 7 seconds left. It'll be a foul.
No, look, it's a backcourt violation. They call it backcourt violation on Oliver Gray. That's just unlucky there. I mean,
Might have wished his feet were a little bit shorter there, Stabler. You know what I mean? Can't be.
I mean, it's just, you need to be smarter. You've got the ball left. It's tied. You have the last possession. And now you've Conant a chance to take the lead going into half. That's just bad execution by the Broncos. Tucker won't be happy about that.
No,
5
he will
seconds
not.
remaining.
Let's see if they can limit the bleeding here.
No shot will go up, and we're headed to halftime. Thank you for joining us thus far. We will be back in just 10 minutes. Please join us after halftime, as we got a game on our hands, tied 21-21. We'll be right back. Alrighty, we'd like to welcome you back to this Broncos Cougars game, tied at 21 at Barrington High School. Once again, I'm Jason Zahler, joined tonight by Ryan Stadler and Jonah Burks. Quickly, like to throw up the Jonah Burks keys to the game, just in order to ask Jonah, how are these going? What are your thoughts on these?
I'd say we definitely came out fast, 7-2. So that key, check. Keeping the guards out of foul trouble. I'd say for the most part, haven't been fouling too much, so I give that a check. However, we've yet to see Oliver Gray truly cook and take over this game. Still waiting on that.
That is true. Yeah, he's had some points, some buckets earlier in the game, and he's played pretty well, overall. But just not the performances we've seen out of him. Not a big ticket game.
100%. Couldn't agree more. I mean, so far, it's been a game. What can we say? We'll switch it straight to the view up in the box now. We're in the stands. I mean, what are your guys' keys to what are your guys' thoughts on what needs to change for both of these teams for them to win?
I think Conant has gotten out on an absolute heater, especially in that first quarter, 17 points. They only got 4 in the second. The Broncos have been able to shut them down, and they've also been they've been able to tighten things up. And I think the same thing for the Broncos, you know what I mean? Again, 21-21, even keel fight.
Yeah, I think it's been a great game played by both teams here. Strong defense on both ends. Yusuf Cisse so far been playing amazing. He's got 8 points, 3 assists. He's just breaking down defenders. He's been that spark plug for Conant. We haven't really seen a huge, one-man show out of Barrington yet so far this game. Gabe Geiken and Adam Baird both looking pretty good so far, but we'll have to see what the rest of this game brings.
It'll be Camden Lathos on that bucket. Quick start for the Cougars. See if the Broncos can respond. Is that try by Piper? Will not go. Back out to Alec. Will go up for the 3. Will not go. Rebounded by the Cougars. Quick start.
Close miss there by Piper. Good board by Gabe. That's a shot I usually see Schmitz knock down. Definitely would probably go in the next time.
100%. Schmitz so far. No points tonight. See if that changes.
That's a great save right there. Nick Piper, just athletic, hustling for balls. We said this earlier. He gets out there. He hustles after every single play. That's a good save right there. Gives the Broncos the ball.
Adam Baird looking for anything. Back out to Piper. Will not go for the shot. Nearly stolen. Back out to Gabe. 3-point shooter tonight has done really well with that. 2 for 2 tonight on the threes. Back out to Adam. To the basket. Nick up 2. Will not go. Tipped Cougars ball.
Mid-range has just not been falling for Piper this game. Including his 2 free throws. We could count that as the mid-range as well.
Not agree more. Conant, quick start. That Beedkey 2. Camden Lathos 2, I apologize. That'll be in.
That's just a height mismatch. I don't know what else to tell you.
Beedkey. He'll go in for 2. Cougars lead 25-21. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Need some speed, need some points from this Broncos offense. Back up to Gabe.
Look, you really need to get Oliver going here. He's had a slower start to this game, not like the games we've seen before. He needs to hit some shots to get this offense going because it's starting to get stagnant.
I think Conant might have stole my keys.
Adam Baird will knock down the 2. His first points of the half. The first points of any Bronco this half. Cougars looking to respond. Let's talk about this Cougars passing game. I mean, they've been eating up time. We saw this in the girls' game. Now we're seeing it in this game. I mean, how can the Broncos defend against this?
Jason, it runs in the program because they get the quick 2 dish to Isaiah Rhodes there. Man. They know how to stall the clock, that's for sure. Limit the possessions.
Almost halfway through the third quarter already. That'll be out of bounds.
Dish it to Nick there.
He'll disappear behind the fence.
Cease will bring the ball up the court for the Cougars.
Conant,
Can we mope
three
it?
up, will not go.
Oh,
Bounce off Oliver's head.
Good hustle.
Barrington's ball.
That's great hustle there by Nick. We keep calling his name all night. He's just a hustle player, really athletic.
Alex saved that. Oliver looking for anything. Back into Alec. Alec up. Three. Good!
Bang! 1, 2, 3. That is money in the bank.
Tell you, if Schmitz would make a shot like that the next time he got it, and what do you know?
100%.
Good hand by Oliver.
Substitution Cougars, 25, Caleb Williams.
That's a good shot there by Alec, though. That's exactly what the Broncos need. You know, get him going, get your shooters going, get that offense started up. You know, once you can get a run going, maybe you can take the pride out of this Conant team, kind of make them feel a little demoralized, make them stop playing smart, start chucking up bad shots. That's what you need.
100%.
Def in their student section for sure as well. They look kind of quiet right now.
Cougars lead by 1. Alex, first points of the night. Tried to put up 2 other threes tonight and a couple other shots, but just none of them sunk. Normally, very solid scorer and trusted scorer for the Broncos. Of course, the Broncos had a quick first quarter. Second quarter followed quite slowly with very little Broncos offense as Broncos will catch that rebound and bring it up the court. Oliver also looking to put some stats up. Mid-range, good.
Yeah.
Broncos take the lead.
Toy with him, why don't you, Oliver Gray? Mid-range drops.
That's what you're saying. Let him cook. Let him cook right there, and look what happens. They get a bucket. They got the lead back.
Let him call his own ISO. Let him do it anytime he wants.
Caleb Williams will not go.
Don't know where we shoot with that one.
Whoosh a bear, I'd say that.
There's Alec.
Off the rim.
Looked like a heat check 3. But you got to take some of those.
I'd say out of players on the team, I'd let him do that for sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, a shooter like Alec, you got to let him shoot. You know, he's already hit 2 threes this game. He's playing well. You know, just let him do what he does best, which is shoot the ball.
Nearly blocked by Alec. Into the basket, stuffed by 3 guys. Back out. Cease taking up.
Ooh.
Fancy layup. Cougars retake the lead.
He just maneuvered his way in there.
He's just tough, you know, slicing straight through the
Smooth
defense.
moves.
They really need to stop him and slow him down if they want any chance of winning this game.
It'll be Broncos.
Substitution Cougars, 4, Austin Pataki.
Broncos ball.
10, Trias Kaluri.
Less than 2 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Super quick. Once again, a lot of these super long possessions. I mean, I know we talked about it earlier, but how can you limit this? How can the Broncos limit these super long possessions by the Cougars?
I think it's just pressure on the points of every pass. You got to be able to anticipate where the pass is going to be. You know, maybe try and jump off some routes. Things like those. I think those are the keys. Stadler, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't agree more. You know, you got to be aggressive. Be smart, but be aggressive at the same time. You know, if you see a pass that's going and you jump in the lane, get a hand there, that's a tough and one for Adam Baird.
Broncos
Doing
take the
his
lead.
thing.
Talk to him, Adam. Go ahead. See if he can get the plus the change.
So far struggling with the free throws tonight. Broncos have been. Knocking these 2 down would be vital. These Broncos retaining their lead, as they haven't been able to retain a lead for longer than what seems a couple of seconds. As these Cougars, Adam drains that. Perfect. Broncos go up 2.
Owen Hart checks into the game here, off the bench.
Once again, Coach Tucker using his bench this game quite a bit. Connor Bear checked into the game in the first half, the latter half of the first half. That'll be an air ball sent over the basket.
Not sure where he was shooting with that one.
Yedke feeling himself on that one.
Owen
I
Hart,
definitely
the senior, checking in.
Jason, I definitely say that I think Tucker might be using his bench more because Conant's possessions are just so long. The time of possession that they hold the rock, you got to play defense. Definitely want to have fresh legs out there. What do you think?
Yeah, no, it's probably draining him. Owen Hart, solid defender. And a veteran to this program. Important senior. Adam Baird drives to the
Adam
bucket.
again!
Good.
Look at that. He's just doing his thing, really getting down low, dribbling well, finishing strong. He's got 13 right on a monster game for him.
Less than 50 seconds remaining in this game, and Adam Baird solidifying himself as a great player so far on this team. Only a junior. A couple of young players on this team. Nick Pipert, a junior. Oliver Gray, a sophomore, and Adam Baird, a junior as well. Young team. Hopefully we'll take this Barrington basketball program
That's great
far.
T-pass by Nick right there. Aggressive play like you were talking about, Jonah. Getting the student section fired up.
I tell you. Just I was about to say the guards didn't foul. Adam causes it there, but I'll tell you, that's some really good defense.
T-Paz checking into the game. Big man. Adam Baird will come out. Conant kind of silent so far this quarter. I mean, we know they can put up points. This is very similar to the first half. Broncos come out strong, but we got to look out for this quarter break and see what happens.
But I will be telling you this. Conant from three at this side of the court, seems like they've been hitting a lot of air, not a lot of net.
Yep.
So we'll see how they do with these final 9 seconds.
Number 5, Nathan Hahn.
Shot is off.
Will not go. 5, Hahn off the rim. We'd like to take a moment to talk about Children Against Cancer, a club here at Barrington High School, and their mission to raise money and fund the trips of cancer patients to and from their cancer treatment. Of course, very important. They have an upcoming club meeting we'd like to shout out with a guest speaker surgeon, Dr. Barry Rosen, breast cancer surgeon, this Wednesday at 3:30 at the student attendance office. We go to a quick break. Thank you for joining us thus far.
We have 8 minutes of exciting MSL West basketball here. The Broncos lead by 4.
Yeah, so far this has been a great game. I mean, back and forth all game long. You know, Broncos came out pretty strong, 7-2 start. Conant battled back. They went and tied 21-21 at half. Then a big half here by the Broncos. We're up 12 points to Conant's 8. They've got the lead by 4 right now.
Out of half, they've come out mad here.
Oh, yeah.
As we've seen at the start of the game, Oliver Gray driving it through,
Good
dishing it to
pass.
Piper. Piper ends up just short.
Good save by Alec, though.
Oh,
It's a hustle
full
play.
effort play. Oh, Piper
Another
with the
hustle.
board. Oh, and what do you know? It's Alex Schmidt's back again.
That's what we were saying. Nick
I'll tell
Piper
you.
hustling for every single ball. Offense, defense, you name it. He gets that ball. He snags it, pulls it down. He finds man, keeps possessions alive. That's just great play right there.
I'll tell you, that's high character. That's high motor. Oh, and he saves that again.
It's a beautiful offensive possession right here by the Broncos, just playing their hearts out.
He stopped dropping and rolling all over the court to save this possession. Extended minutes. This possession's lasted for over a minute.
It's good penetration by T-Pass.
T-Pass,
Jump in.
spin. Oh, just couldn't finish it. In a possession that lasts over almost 70 seconds. Ends up
Wow.
with no points.
Still, though, that's good. You need lengthy offensive possessions. It tires out defenses, leaves teams, when they get tired, they get lazy. When they get lazy, they put up bad shots. When they put up bad shots, you get the ball back and you keep running with it. That's what they need to do. They need to have these sustained offensive possessions, especially with just a small lead here.
Couldn't agree more, Stadler.
Oh.
The
Can't
two
hit,
is
though.
just a little strong for Conant. Ball's back in the Broncos' hands.
Alec is jumping for joy there. Good thing Cannon Lathos cannot make the bucket.
Tell you, he's been doing cardio and lots of it. Let's see what we can do on this possession here. Schmidt sizing up. Oliver driving in, kicking it to Gabe. Gabe driving, open lane, T-pass.
Good save.
And he turns it over to Biedke.
That's a great play.
Pickpocketed. And that's a fight for it. It's gonna be a jump ball. Let's see the verdict.
This will be Conant basketball. They had possession there. It's a great defensive play, though, by T-Pass. Came back into the play. Piper hustling hard.
Seems like Alex Schmidt's hustle, wearing off on his teammates as well there in that possession.
That's good. That's what you need. When one guy hustles, the next guy hustles, and then the next guy. And then soon you got a whole team playing energetically, playing strong, playing good, passionate basketball.
Could not agree more. Conant down 4. Cease in will get the bucket.
I'll tell you, Cease finishes with that left. Not like a lot of other guys, and that one falls.
5:24 left here in the game. Broncos with a 2-point lead over the Cougars. Jonah, what do you say is the biggest side of the ball for the Broncos here? What have they been the best at tonight, offense or defense?
I'd have to say that offensively, staying in the game, getting out of the gate was clutch in the first quarter. But I'll tell you, only 14 points since the end of that first quarter. That is huge. They've been able to limit the Cougars, whether that's because they're hitting tough shots or not. That's got to be partially on the defense, the fact that they've been up in their faces a lot. And as you saw in the last possession, a ton of hustle, almost forcing a turnover there. Barrington's defense, I'll tell you, they've been the reason to stymie this Cougar offense.
Again, couldn't agree more. Guys hustling every single play, putting themselves on the line for balls, getting to every single play, just playing great basketball.
I mean, 5 minutes, 24 seconds left. What do you guys see both of these teams doing in order to either retain the lead and win the game or come back and win the game?
Yeah.
Well, I see the Broncos almost doing a chew clock technique that they almost used at the first half of this fourth quarter. They were able to hold the ball for almost over a minute there. Yeah. Alex Schmidt's saving a lot of possessions, and I think if the Broncos could limit the Cougars' possessions, that was a huge key to victory.
Ryan, what are your thoughts?
Well,
How do these teams win?
I think overall Barrington's played a great game. Both sides of the ball. Conant's been a very tough opponent, though. I have to give a lot of respect to them. They've been hitting tough shots. They've been playing hard all night long. But the Broncos have definitely come and matched that intensity and even brought it up a notch. So I think that's great play by both teams. But Barrington looking like the tougher team right now. We've got 5:24 left. This game is far from over.
Could not agree more. 5 minutes, 24 seconds left. Broncos lead by 2. Broncos on the inbound. because they retained possession. Of course, here the Conant section shouting defense. So far, the defense has been solid, nearly taking that ball away again. I don't know what that was.
Conant foul 11, Yusuf Cease.
Cease with the foul. Piper Dimbo.
5 minutes left on the clock. Adam Baird back out to Schmitz for anything. Drives to the basket, back out to Gabe. Gabe's done amazing this game. 2 3-pointers when the game really matters. Up.
Game.
Oh!
Tough bucket.
That's
Gabe.
great play.
Gabe Gakin.
Gabe's more of a quiet guy. I would tell him to talk to him. Gabe's standing on business.
8 points so far this game. Normally a quiet guy, quiet player, but he's made an impact this game, unlike any of the others so far this season.
Tell you, his shots speak louder than his words. See if he can finish the 3-point play.
Gabe's play reminds me a lot of a guy called Nick Bourdonnais, who 2 years ago was a huge part of this Broncos team that went all the way down, took third in state. Nick Bourdonnais was a facilitator at the point guard position. Gabe reminded me a lot of him, passing really well, just a strong, smart player. But he adds a little bit more scoring than Nick did. And I think that's a huge part for this Barrington team. He's going to be a huge piece for the future.
He will knock down his free throw, extend the Broncos' lead 36-31. Yusuf sees out to Austin Potnick. Passing around, chewing clock, something they cannot afford to do. They need to get points on the board. Cease and Piper, a matchup all throughout the night. What are your guys' comments on that matchup? What are your guys' comments on the matchup of Yusuf and Nick
Oh,
tonight?
Yusuf and Nick.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. The first half, Cease was balling, especially that first quarter, but Nick has tightened it down. Nick on the offensive end has not been as big of a threat as you possibly would have thought coming in, but his defensive ability will not be unseen, especially by us here in the booth. He's been playing really good D.
Agreed. Yeah, I think Yusuf, had the better part of Nick in the first half, but Nick has turned it on the second half, limiting Yusuf, having minimal opportunities at the rim, having minimal chances to score. I think Nick's done a great job of blocking up the second half.
Could not agree more. Once again, chewing clock with this pass-around game. Hot potato. This Conant team. Both the girls and boys really like to do this.
I think this is a technique the Broncos would be using at this point. Conant being down 5, definitely need some buckets here.
Lathos with the ball. Looking for anything, anyone. Back to Cease.
Timeout call by Conant.
I mean, this is... Girls was a nail-biter. This is a nail-biter. Of course, we know what this Conant team can do. Even though their record says 3-3, they're a tough, tough team. I mean, the question now is, what can Barrington do to win this game, close out this game? I mean, it's only a 5-point lead.
Well, look, I think it's important for them to be smart with the basketball. That's offense and defense. On defense, like Jordan, you send your keys. Guards need to limit the fouls. Not just the guards here. Everyone needs to limit the fouls. You cannot be giving Conant good opportunities with the basketball, whether that's free throws or inbounds. Don't let them draw plays. And second, on offense, be smart with the ball. Make smart passes. Don't take dumb shots. You're better off having a lengthy 2-minute possession as opposed to a quick 30-second possession where you lose the ball.
I think a big factor, Stabler, is it's going to come down to the fundamentals and basics of basketball. Can you make the easy shots, you get the free throws, and can you clamp up on defense? So far, the Broncos have been able to do that, and I think players like Gabe and Adam, they've been able to do that as well at a huge factor. I think especially Gabe is going to be huge coming down the stretch of his free-throw making ability and his staunch defense.
Agreed. He's been an unsung hero tonight with 9 points, 2 threes and an and one. Great defense. Tucker obviously upset about something. Couldn't tell what.
Broncos clamping up.
Broncos defense so far this quarter has been incredible.
No easy baskets. Whole game, no easy baskets.
Clear the game next break.
Biedke for 3,
Oh.
no good.
Oliver
Rebound
Gray
by-
will
It's a
come
forced
down
shot.
with it.
3 minutes left. You still got a lot of time. There's no need to push them up like that for Conant, but Broncos will definitely take it. Oh, 5-second violation on the Broncos.
Tucker not happy about that one. Tucker very vocal about a lot of the calls so far tonight. I mean, coming off of his 500th win, legend as a coach here at Barrington.
Tell you, the refs have definitely heard a ton from him tonight. That's for sure.
Call an off-ball foul here. Number on Nick Piper.
Isaiah Rhodes inbound here for the Cougars. Gets it to Biedke. Pass to Cease. Again, I just can't stop mentioning it, but the Broncos defense, it's just been no easy shots. First quarter, they were hitting all tough shots. Another tough shot for Biedke, and it rims out.
Schmitz will come away with
That's
the rebound.
2 shots from the corner right there for Biedke.
Be a foul. We'd like to shout out our player of the game, or Ryan Stadler's player of the game.
Well, yeah, I think there's a lot of guys on this Barrington team that played really well all night. Gabe, Alec. But to me, the one that really stands out, Adam Baird. An electric player, 13 points so far, but his offense isn't the half of it. He's been electric on offense, yes, but he's been so stout on defense, playing very strong, hitting double teams, hustling for basketballs, passing well. He's just overall been amazing tonight, and I got to give him my player of the game.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Gabe, another amazing player, having a crazy night tonight, putting up points when it's needed, being a solid player in the paint. Exactly what the Broncos need to win this game.
What do you know? Who's handling the ball? Stadler's player of the game. Fortunately, the tough defense there caused the turnover.
Broncos still lead by 5. No points put on the board in quite some time. Less than 2 minutes remaining in the game. I mean, I'll say it again, but how can these teams close out this game? In what ways?
Broncos, keep doing what you're doing on defense and try and get draw fouls if you're Gabe or one of those clutch free throw shooters. And I should mention that everyone on the court right now can definitely hit their free throws.
Agreed,
So,
yeah. The
goes for the whole
defense
team.
been strong. They got to stay strong right here. Minute 30 left. This is where it really matters. BIK, it's a tough 3 again, can't hit. Rebound Adam Baird. That's my guy.
Stadler's guy, Adam Baird. Great game tonight so far. The timeout called for Barrington. We'll go back to player of the game. Ryan, if you'd like to touch on that more. I mean, you say electric on offense, stout on defense. Touch on that. You can chime in too, Jonah.
When I look at a person who I think is a player of the game, I look at someone who, yes, the stats back it up, but the stats aren't always. Stats I think are about 40% of it. I think the other 60% are the intangibles, things that don't show up on the stat sheet. That's hustle. That's effort. That's playing for your team, playing for yourself, playing for your school. When you put on that jersey, you want to work hard and you want to play for the name on your chest, which is Broncos. And I think Adam has personified that this game. Electric on defense, stout on offense, I should say, stout on defense. He's really played both sides of the ball extremely well tonight. Jonah, you got anything to add?
Honestly, I think you said it perfectly. But I'll add on, he's just a grinder. He gets the points. He plays great offense. And on defense, like you said, stout. He hustles for balls. He's always clamping up on his player, just making plays.
100%. I mean, we'll take a look back at Jonah Burks' keys to the game. Jonah, I mean, what are your thoughts on this, and how have they ran through your keys?
I'd say they use the key.
I mean, one of them we could say has not been hit right now. So
they have not let Oliver cook. But you see, they're still winning. And what matters is that the other players, Gabe and Adam, have been able to play. And I'll tell you, they got out fast in the second half. So I'll give them 2 keys for that one.
Perfect. That
Touch out
ball.
of bounds by Cisse there.
Just over a minute left in the game. Broncos still lead 36-31. This 5-point lead has held for well over 4 minutes at this point. I mean, do you guys have any thoughts on that? I mean, a lack of scoring at this point?
I believe tough shots are being made in the first quarter, and we've regressed down to the mean now. We've really seen 2 teams that play terrific defense all night here. And honestly, if I'm Barrington at this point, play keep away, make sure the ball is safe. You have 2 possessions right now, sub a minute.
Agreed. Yeah, be smart with the ball. Don't make errant passes. Don't take bad shots. You've got just under a minute here. Conserve, or I shouldn't say conserve. Don't conserve the clock. Let the clock run. Pass the ball around. Keep moving. Whatever you do, don't foul and don't give the ball up.
Conant just gave up another foul. That was Austin Panotnik. Barrington obviously running down the clock, dribbling in the backcourt.
Seems like Conant is obliging to foul here. Definitely trying to get into the bonus. Trying to get some possessions.
Number 10, that's Shreyas Taluri for Conant. And Nick Piper will go to the line here for Barrington.
A chance to knock down 2 free throws. I mean, knocking down both of these, monumental. He'll knock down 1. Broncos up 6. Go up again and make it a 3-point, 2-possession game. I apologize.
Getting to a 7-point lead here would be huge. Very good cushion here. If you can sink it.
The Broncos will get this cushion. 44 seconds remain.
Oh,
charging down.
Great press break.
Edke for 3.
Will
Can't
not
hit
go.
again. That's 4 straight shots from the corner that he can't hit.
Edke, 3. Will
Can't
not
hit a
go.
fifth
Rebounded by
either.
Gabe
What do you
to
know?
Alec.
That was
Alec
a great pass.
to Piper.
Pass down the
And he'll take the teammate route. Try to run down the clock. 26 seconds remain. I mean, look at that speed by the Cougars offense. They want to get down to the bucket. I mean, once again, I'll say this again. The Cougars were favored to win this game. Despite their record of 3-3, they have several great players. Nick Piper back up to the free throw. And the student section of the Cougars leaving now. Piper will knock down that one, extending the lead to 8 for the Broncos.
Oh, yeah. That's a man right there. I trust at the free throw line every single time here. He's clutching up for the Broncos.
He'll knock down
Big
both
free
of them.
throw.
9-point lead with 26.6. I've seen crazy things here. And count it out.
Edke,
Well, 9
into
points
the
in
basket.
20 seconds. He's very unlikely.
Lathos, Notnick
This
will
three
get
is
it.
true.
But there they are, a third of the way there.
17 seconds remaining. 40 points for the Broncos, 34 for the Cougars. A timeout taken by... I don't even know who took that timeout. Who took that timeout? Cougars? I guess it's the Cougars.
Perhaps scheme up a defense here to try and get the ball back quick here. Down 2 possessions here, 6 points. Definitely want to try and get a steal here if I were them. And probably get a quick 3. But with 17.4, of course, ball security. Again, anybody on the court at this point should be able to knock down their free throws. I feel pretty confident. Just make sure that you catch it.
100%. Crazier things have happened. We've had close games that have come back against us in the last couple of years. But, I mean, this Barrington team looks solid. Their defense looks amazing. And let's not sell the Cougars short. Their defense has been very strong tonight as well. Remind you, 30 points were put up by both teams in the first quarter. So, I mean, I don't know where that off. I mean, 40-34, we're sitting at almost 80 points. It's been an exciting game.
And Jason,
We still got 17 seconds, plenty of game time. Could get even more exciting. I don't know.
I'd love to add. again, I've brought it up. 17 points scored by the Cougars in the first quarter. They've only doubled that in the whole span of the rest of the game. That's a testament to the Broncos' D.
Ryan, what are your thoughts on that?
I think it's great. Their offense really has shown that they can compete with nearly anyone in the MSL here, especially against a team like Conant. They've been strong, they've been scoring, but they've been smart overall. That's the thing I love about the Broncos. They're smart. They don't take many dumb shots, and the shots they do take, they're good shots. Whether it's a three, a mid-range, a layup, they may not make them all, but they take good shots, and that's what's going to win you games. That is how you come out of buildings with W's.
Adam Baird to inbound here. Ooh. And that ball is
Tapped out of
swatted by
bounds.
Cease. It's going to stay Barrington ball.
Yeah, Cease and Piper, that's been the matchup to watch all night long. I think two great talents, both offensively and defensively. Nick has played very well. He's got 8 points. Great on defense. Cisse, 12 points. Great on defense. So two.
Schmitz is fouled with
Two great players.
15.5 left. Now send him to the line.
Chance for Alec to knock down a couple more points. Important. That's all I can say. These points here.
Jason, I'd love to give some accreditation to Alex Schmitz. The possession to start this quarter, pure hustle. I mean, he saved the ball, at least from what I could count, minimum 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. As he knocks down the first one. Great hustle by Alec. Guys like Alec, Nick, they've been hustling all night long, diving for those balls, putting their bodies on the line. That is what I look at when I think of a Barrington basketball player. That is what I want to see. I want to see guys hustling for balls, putting their bodies on the line, really working for themselves and for their team.
They'll knock down both. It's a 3-possession game.
Trustworthy in both the basketball court and the gridiron this season. That's Alex Schmitz.
Barrington foul. Number 12, Alex Schmitz. His 4th.
Alex Schmitz with 4 fouls on the night.
Perhaps an intentional foul there to slow down Conant from getting a quick 3.
Feed key. Back to Cease. Will not go. Rebound the big man. 44. Will not go. Nick Piper has the ball.
And this might just do it here.
3 seconds remaining.
Go shoot some free throws. You make them both. You're up double digits. 3 seconds left. I find it highly unlikely that Conant can, can score some points here and tie it up with 3 seconds to go. But crazier things have happened.
Could not agree more.
I think we might be coming home with a victory tonight.
This is a big victory. Conference victory against a very good team, very tough team. I think this solidifies Barrington's prominence as the #1 team in the MSL. As Nick Piper will miss his first free throw.
I believe that as well, Jason. I mean, to be able to play against a battle-tested team like Conant, to handle their punches, at the start in the first quarter, very strong.
Nick will miss his last. Zeros. Shot will not go. And the Broncos will come away with their 6th win on the season. We'd like to bring you back to the stands and say thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Jason Zahler, joined tonight by Jonah Burks, Ryan Stadler, and Peter, our cameraman, who's done a great job tonight. Thank you for joining us. Go Broncos, go Phillies.
Great.